Hey, Tiana.
Seven o'clock.
There we go. All right, so the live stream is up. There are currently no comments on the YouTube, but there are 3 watching. So that's good.
So I think we're just waiting for Ruth. I don't know if we want to get started first.
I think she's coming.
No, Ruth isn't
Right,
coming
Ruth
tonight.
is not coming.
She has a meeting where she's meeting a new bishop of the church or something.
Right.
I don't know why I thought that was John. Never mind. I thought that was John.
You said there are 3 people watching?
Yes.
Yes, one of them would be me. Sorry, so 2 people besides me watching currently. Unless one of you has it up on your computer, in which case it's even less. But I'm good to go.
We're good, Becky, when you're ready.
Okay, we'll do roll call at Helen Douglas Taylor,
Present.
Kathy Ben Boydell,
Present.
Mary Kay O'Neill,
I'm here.
Julie Bugnitz,
Here.
Tiana Darris. Tiana, are you muted?
You did.
Here.
There you go.
Sorry.
And Robin Drew,
Here.
John Knowles,
Here.
and Fran Ventimiglia.
Here.
And so Ruth Benner is not here tonight.
Two watching now on the live stream and still no public comments.
Do we want to elaborate on this tax rate, Scott? Or only if there's comments?
If there's anyone here that has questions about it, then we can answer the questions. If you want to give them a minute or so to
Okay.
type out any questions they have, we could.
Okay.
Whenever it comes time to actually resolve the tax rate, then we'll actually read out the details
Okay.
at that time. But we've posted the details up in the library and on the website. So they've been out there for a bit. For watching. I mean, I guess I can say something just for the record. The tax rates on the document are the ones that we come to by doing the calculation process that is then double checked by the state auditor's office. It is not a change in tax rate, as in our max cap has not changed. We're not looking at anything except for doing the calculations and continuing on. The idea is that the actual monies collected should be roughly the same from year to year, with only adjustment for CPI, which is a way to measure inflation. So the actual monies gained, the monies collected will be roughly the same what they were last year. And the differences on tax rate reflect that values have actually either gone up or gone down. And so if the values go up, then you lower the tax rate so that we don't collect more money than last year. If the values go down, then we raise the tax rate. Or the auditor gives us a tax rate we can raise too, so that we can continue getting the same amount roughly that we got last year.
Thank
keeps
you.
all things even. And still no comment from the public, so we're probably ready for the next thing. Or
Okay.
up to you, of course.
All right. We'll move to the next line item, minutes from the August 24th, 2020 meeting. I make a motion that we accept the minutes from the August 24th, 20 meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Next line item, director's report.
Okay, the director's report is short-ish, which is not too unusual for this time of year and, almost necessary given the circumstances that we're working under. In broad terms, we're continuing to do everything that we can while still being safe under stage 1. So we've pushed everything out the front door that we can so people can get to it. We got a few computers they can use. We have a fax copy machine that they can use from outside. We've do circulation to their cars or through the front door. We got free notary service at the front door. We're not charging for anything because times are tough enough already. And we don't want to be changing money back and forth and running that risk. So far, things have worked fairly well. The one patron that we had that was complaining has stopped complaining. So that's good. And we are getting pretty good use. I mean, there's always people out there using the materials. So we're getting as much use as we kind of have capacity for large parts of the day, with the exception of Saturdays. Saturdays have been really, really slow. And I'm not sure why. For the details of the board report, there's only one thing to add, which is that for the open position, I said that I was thinking about how to redistribute things. I have done that redistribution and slightly changed what the position entails to kind of pull out the supervisory piece and keep that with myself. And Denisa is moving sideways from circulation librarian to adult services librarian. And then we will open up the job of circulation lead as soon as I finish writing up the job ad. So that's the
Awesome.
position that'll be coming open, the circulation lead. Anyone have any questions on the board report?
Is there a notary on Saturday?
When Tanisa or Josh are working, because those are our two notaries.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know if they would be. Okay.
So when we advertise them, I don't tend to advertise the Saturday hours. It's just kind of a pleasant surprise, I guess. But we tell people usually 9 to 5 because Tanisa and Josh both leave around 5 o'clock. Amy's not a notary. She's the one that's usually closing at 6.
Okay.
Are you requiring them to have appointments or no?
No, we are not. Nothing requires an appointment at this time. They can if they want to. We've got a laptop that'll check out for an hour at a time for the people that want to, do something longer than the 20 minutes on the laptops outside. That's supposed to be by appointment, but honestly, the 2 times that we've had someone ask for a longer time, we've just been able to do it right then because no one had a request against it.
Awesome.
Scott, are most of the libraries in the consortium doing this outside, offering these services outside?
No, they're all doing some combination of things, but I don't know of any library that's doing as much toward, pushing the things outside so people could use them as we are.
Nice.
Whenever I mentioned some of the stuff that we were doing at the last directors meeting, a couple of them said, "Oh, that's interesting. I'll think about that," but they haven't actually announced doing it. So I don't know if they're still working on it or not.
That's really neat.
Mhm.
And how does the staff feel about working out there? Or is that pretty easy for them and they're comfortable and all?
They're working from the inside with the stuff outside and usually helping people through the door. And occasionally you have to go out there and actually put hands on because they can't figure out the fax machine at all, kind of thing. Staff have not complained about it. They seem to be comfortable about it. Every so often I ask people how comfortable they are with it, and they've always told me it's fine. So I feel like we're doing okay as far as staff comfort level. We've done lots of stuff to, masks, gloves, wiping down, all that kind of stuff is still in place. So
Out of curiosity, because I'm going to need something notarized, is that something how do you contact the person to do that when you get to the library?
how do you contact the person who does that? Well, there's always someone sitting at a desk that we've put out right at the front door. So one option is to walk up to the front door. You're going to have to anyway. Well, no, actually, come to think of it, Denise has done a couple of notaries at people's cars. So it's possible to do it out there in the parking lot as well. But you can either come up to the front door and one of us will be sitting right there, or whenever you park outside, there are 2 spaces that are for checkout, and both of them have signs up with a phone number to call and instructions on how to do it. Just call that phone number and say, I need a notary outside, and the notary will come out to you.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Next line item, treasurer's report.
It's me. I did have a chance to look at the August QuickBooks and everything looked good and the bank recs were all completed and everything looked real clean. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, concerns? There's no old business, is there? I don't
No.
think so. Nope. New business?
There's just the one item of voting on the tax rate.
Okay. Anybody checked in yet? Had any questions?
Looking now.
Okay.
Says for watching, no questions or comments.
Okay.
One of those 4 is me.
Okay. And then Councilwoman Burrow is not going to be speaking.
Well, we need to resolve the tax rate. Becky, did we decide
okay.
that we
I'm sorry.
do or do not have to read that thing out loud again?
We do have to read it, but we can also do that, just make a motion by unanimous consent. So we can just say all those in favor of adopting the tax resolution upon completing reading it, and then there can be a unanimous consent.
Has everyone had an opportunity to read it?
Yeah.
It needs
Yes,
to be read out loud. Do you
Yeah,
want to
so
read it, Helen,
Helen,
or
if you
want me
could,
to?
if you could read, if you could just read be it resolved by the board and read it on through. And when you get to the end, you can just say, unless, if anyone has any objections.
Okay. Be it resolved by the board of the Ferguson Municipal Public Library District of Ferguson, Missouri as follows. Section 1, the rate of taxation for this year 2020-21 is hereby fixed at 3 59/100 mils on each $1 or 359,000 cents, which equates to 0.359 on each $100 of the assessed valuation of the residential real estate at one end or 100 mils of each $1 or 101,000 cents, equivalent to 0.101 on each $100 of the assessed validation of agricultural property at 3 8/400 mils on each $1 of 384,000 cents, equivalent to 0.384 on each $100 of the assessed validation of commercial property, and at 4 8/800 mils on each $1 or 408,000 cents, equivalent to 0.408 on each $100 of the assessed validation of personal property made taxable by the law within the limits of the Ferguson Municipal Public Library District for the maintenance of a free public library. Section 2, the library district may make adjustments pursuant to Missouri Revised Statute, Section 137.073, and as required by law in accordance with Article 10, Section 22 of the Missouri State Constitution. Section 3, the St. Louis County Department of Revenue is hereby authorized and empowered through its officers and agents to collect said tax and to credit the same to the account of the Ferguson Municipal Public Library District, passed and approved this 28th day of September 2020. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? That's a no.
Woohoo! Good job.
Nice job.
No comment on the public feed.
Well,
No further questions.
any questions, comments for the good of the whole? We're great to go into October.
It's cooling down.
You said it's what?
It's cooling down.
Too fast though. We need gradual, right? Yeah, it was like almost, it was 80 something yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah. God,
And,
well, I don't know when we'll be in each other's company again.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
I am watching the numbers, and once we can get 2 weeks of strong dropping in cases, then we'll crack open the doors of the library again, and then we'll be good to meet face to face. Though John had a suggestion earlier of having some kind of gathering in November.
Outside? Is that, what did you say, outside? What'd you say, John?
They have a kind of a gathering in the November meeting, since we're going to do that one earlier.
Mhm.
And maybe have a little snacky or something, and just so we can see each other and say hi before the holidays.
I agree. We could do it outside safely.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah. I'm with students every day, so Yeah.
It's all
And we're great.
relative. I'm sorry. I know.
yeah, yeah.
I had an interesting thing at school. You teachers will appreciate this. I was teaching fourth grade art class, and you see all these, like us on Zoom, these little rectangles. And I had been, while they were working, we do a little lesson, and then while they work, I watch and I'll say, hey, show me yours, and I'll just check in, but it's fairly quiet. So I got out my guitar and I started playing some songs, and somebody asked if I knew that song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I said, well, it's not a song that has any instruments to it. And they asked if I could find it on YouTube and play it. So I did. And it's one of those moments I'll never forget, because here's these kids I haven't seen in months.
Yeah.
All of them with their headphones on, third graders. What do they know about what's going on? And they're all listening to this music, coloring, but they're all bouncing and singing along with Don't Worry, Be Happy. And it just got me, it was sweet, but it was sad at the same time,
Yeah.
A lot of these kids are struggling at home with goings on, and one of the kids was in her garage to get better reception, and it just was real poignant to see them smiling and just to the beat of the song. Anyways, so that was my memorable moment of the week. Don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry. Yeah, be happy. All right, everybody. Well, no other comments for the good of the whole. Be well, be blessed. And till next time, and let's shoot for November seeing each other.
Sounds good. Thanks, Helen. Thanks.
Okay,
Thanks
bye-bye.
all.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Aye.